Welcome to Chronically Online with G&G, the monthly talk show where we talk about entertainment and trending topics online.
I'm Grace Derivi.
And I'm Giana Ricardo.
It's that time of year again when all of Hollywood gathers to accept awards from an out-of-touch committee board, while fans at home get into Twitter battles over their faves.
This month, we're recapping the Grammys and making predictions about the upcoming Academy Awards.
There were many records broken earlier this month at the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, but that didn't stop people on Twitter from questioning the winners of the Song of the Year and the Album of the Year.
Viola Davis is joining 17 other people as the esteemed title of an EGOT winner. This designation is given to people who have won an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony Award. She joins the list of other famous celebrities such as Audrey Hepburn, Rita Moreno, Whoopi Goldberg, and John Legend.
Viola accepted her Grammy for her spoken word album titled Finding Me. In 2017, she won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actress for the movie Fences. In 2015, she won the Emmy for Best Lead Actress for a drama, How to Get Away with Murder. She won 2 Tonys for Best Featured Actress and Best Leading Actress in a Play.
Lizzo and Kim Petras had a big night as well. Lizzo is the first black woman to win Record of the Year for her song About Damn Time since Whitney Houston in 1994. Kim Petras also became the first trans woman to win a Grammy Award for Best Pop Duo for her song with Sam Smith, Unholy.
Beyoncé also shattered a record set in 1997 by earning her 32nd Grammy, becoming the artist with the most Grammys won in a lifetime. Queen Bee won Best Dance Electronic Album for Renaissance, Best Dance Electronic Record for Break My Soul, Best R&B Song for Cuff It, and Best Traditional R&B Performance for Plastic Off the Sofa.
Some people believe that all those awards wasn't enough for Queen Bee, and she should have won for Best Album. However, the award went to Harry Styles for Harry's House. This win garnered some controversy, with people shouting in the audience that Beyoncé should have won.
Harry is also under fire for his acceptance speech, stating, quote, "This doesn't happen to people like me." Many people are calling the actor and singer out of touch for this statement.
Harry took the last laugh, though, because he won 4 Brit Awards a week later, including Artist of the Year, Song of the Year for As It Was, and Best British Album of the Year.
Other artists awarded by the Brit Awards were Beyoncé, Wet Leg, and the 1975.
People also took to Twitter to express their confusion with the Grammy winner of Best Song, claiming they've never heard of Bonnie Raitt's Just Like That.
Each year, recording companies and Academy members submit entries for consideration. According to the Recording Academy, to ensure the quality of voting, members are directed to only vote in their fields of expertise.
The hyper-pop artist Grimes branded the Grammy Awards as, quote, irrelevant. On social media during the controversy of the ceremony, she claimed she was influenced on who to nominate when she was on the Producer of the Year board. She stated, quote, "They quite literally would not allow me to nominate anyone who wasn't on a prefabricated list that was exceptionally boring. I was one of 3 women, and the only person under 40 for sure. I tried to nominate Sophie and was told that I wasn't allowed."
Many people believe that the award ceremony is rigged and doesn't accurately reflect the popularity and cultural impact of the artist's songs and albums.
The criticism extends to the Brit Awards, which in 2022 made the decision to do away with Best Male and Best Female categories. They have one non-gendered category. The Best Artist nominees this year were all men.
The goal of this change was to acknowledge artists regardless of gender, so it's a little ironic that all of the nominees were men.
Speaking of another award ceremony that only recognizes men, the Oscars, which have only nominated 7 women as Best Director in their 95-year history, is taking place next month in March.
The Academy of Motion Art, Picture Arts, and Science will vote on 2022 films, actors, and crew that they think were the best. Fan favorite Everything Everywhere All at Once dominated the nominations with 11 nods.
Ke Huy Quan is having his comeback moment after being nominated for Best Male Supporting Actor. The child actor from the 80s who starred in Indiana Jones and The Goonies was forgotten by Hollywood.
But now Quan is making a comeback, not only with his nomination. He is also slated to star in Marvel's Loki Season 2. The internet is not the only one rooting for Ke Huy Quan. His longtime friend Brendan Fraser is as well.
Brendan Fraser and Ke Huy Quan starred in Encino 30 years ago during a peak in their career. Shortly after that, both of them fell out of the spotlight. In an emotional Hollywood Reporter-Actor Roundtable interview, the two reunited to celebrate and reflect on their return to having major roles.
Brendan Fraser has been nominated for his role in The Whale, his first major role since 2013. When the film premiered at the Venice Film Festival, it earned a 6-minute standing ovation, moving the actor to tears. Fraser is definitely a fan favorite to win Best Actor.
Also nominated for Best Actor is Southern California actor Austin Butler, who's being criticized for maintaining his Memphis Southern twang. The continued Elvis accent had the internet in an uproar, which has gotten so bad, Austin had to make a statement on Graham Norton about phasing out the accent.
Hey Giana, did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't. Did you?
No, I was too busy preparing for the Oscars. That's my Super Bowl.
Let's draft our picks for this year's winners of the Academy Awards.
For Best Actor in a Leading Role, the nominees are Austin Butler for Elvis, Colin Farrell for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brendan Fraser for The Whale, Paul Mescal for After Sun, and Bill Nighy for Living.
I definitely think this is going to go to Brendan Fraser for The Whale, just because I think if he didn't win, the internet would be so sad.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give this one to Austin Butler just because of his dedication to the role and just all the buzz about it.
It would be kind of embarrassing if he didn't win.
It would.
Keeping that accent. For Best Actress in a Leading Role, the nominees are Cate Blanchett for Tar, Ana de Armas for Blonde, Andrea Riseborough for To Leslie, Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans, and Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think this is going to go to Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's a good one. I think I'm going to give it to Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans.
Because she had some controversy?
Yeah, I think she did a couple years ago. For Best Actor in a Supporting Role, the nominees are Brendan Gleeson for The Banshees of Inisherin, Brian Tyree Henry for Causeway, Judd Harris for The Fabelmans, Barry Keoghan for The Banshees of Inisherin, and Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think they're going to give it to Barry Keoghan for Banshees of Inisherin just because of all the buzz around that movie.
I'm giving this to my man Ke Huy Quan for Everything Everywhere All at Once, just because he did such a good job. For Best Actress in a Supporting Role, the nominees are Angela Bassett for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Hong Shou for The Whale, Carrie Condon for The Banshees of Inisherin, Jamie Lee Curtis for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Stephanie Hsu for Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm going to give this to Jamie Lee Curtis just because I don't think she's ever won an Oscar award, and maybe it's her time.
It might be. I'm going to give this one to Angela Bassett just because of her role in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think she just did a really good job.
Jamie Lee Curtis is also a Nepo baby, and you can check out our first episode on Nepo babies.
Yes. For Best Director, the nominees are Martin McDonagh for The Banshees of Inisherin, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert for Everything Everywhere All at Once, Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans, Todd Field for Tar, and Ruben Östlund for The Triangle of Sadness.
Who do you think is going to win?
I think it's going to go to Steven Spielberg for The Fabelmans just because he hasn't won one in a while, so I think it might be his time.
Yeah, he's also a very esteemed director.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to the two who directed Everything Everywhere All at Once because I love that movie.
Nice.
For Best Costume Design, the nominees are Mary Zofres for Babylon, Ruth Carter for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Catherine Martin for Elvis, Shirley Kawada for Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Jenny Beavan for Miss Harris Goes to Paris. I am going to give this to Babylon. That's what I'm going to go.
Okay, I think I'm going to go Black Panther: Wakanda Forever just because those costumes were so intricate and so, I don't know, they're kind of iconic, I think.
They are, definitely.
And finally, the nominations for Best Picture are All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of Water, The Banshees of Inisherin, Elvis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, The Fabelmans, Tar, Top Gun: Maverick, The Triangle of Sadness, and Women Talking.
This is a big award.
Yes.
So who do you think is going to win?
I think it's got to go to Avatar: The Way of Water just because it took like 13 years to make and all the visual effects and everything. I think it's got to go to Avatar.
Definitely. And James Cameron already started making the other movies as well.
Yeah, so big shoes.
Yeah. I'm going to give this to my movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once. All right. We'll check in next month to see how good our predictions are.
But for now, that's all the time that we have.
We hope you tune in for next month's edition of Chronically Online with G&G.
See you next time.